So out in Portland, you have a guy that was literally caught. He's on the city council, just being a open white supremacist on the city council, saying the N-word and all kind of other slurs about black people. Well, this guy wants to run for mayor of the city, and they want him to step down. Let's roll the clip.
Once again, Thomas Dillard is walking away from WSMV4 Investigates.
I will continue to ask these questions because right now you're running for mayor and there are people of color in your town who have heard your racist slurs. Is there anything, sir, you would like to say on his behalf?
He's not going to say anything else.
Not saying anything about a judge's ruling that Dillard must now step down from the Portland City Council. He's the same alderman who we exposed saying this.
I called him the N-word, I ain't gonna lie.
And was later documented by police for calling the biracial family next door effing porch monkeys. Even though the city's charter had no provision to remove Dillard based on his racist comments, following our investigations, the city attorney filed this, a complaint, saying the city's charter reads, you can't run for mayor and remain on the council. Remember what Dillard told us last month.
Do you think you should stay on the council?
Yes, I'm going to stay on the council.
Despite you making racist comments.
I'm running for mayor.
Which leads us to this morning and the city's fight to force him to leave the council.
The whole point was that if the charter says that if you're going to run for mayor, you need to resign. Mr. Dillard says he will not resign. As a matter of fact, he told me I should resign.
But Dillard's attorney argues he's a write-in candidate, not a traditional candidate, so the charter doesn't apply to him.
That's basically what all this boils down to. It's fairly simple.
Dillard had no reaction as the judge ordered him to step down immediately and says he'll only speak to a journalist from another Nashville station.
Mr. Dillard, I want to ask you, do you really think that someone should run for mayor who said racist slurs?
Have you talked to Nick Barris? I've asked you to contact Nick Barris. If Nick Barris wants to talk to me and sit down and go over this, but I'm not speaking to you, and we've already determined that.
I think that Nick would ask you the same question. If someone who said racist views, do you think you should run for mayor?
I would accept the question from Nick.
It will now be up to voters in Portland if they intend to write in Dillard as their next mayor.
Boy, this guy got some nerve, don't he? I mean, he was on tape literally saying the N-word and calling people porch monkey and all of that. And yet he did not want to step down whatsoever. How could you be a fair person on the city council with those kind of thoughts? This is where the problems lie. When a black business try to get a city contract or a city grant, the first thing we're going to think of, well, you're going to vote against it because they're black. Because obviously this is what you think about black people. You can't tell me you feel this way about black people, then you're going to be fair with them when it comes to contracting, grants, etc. You can't tell me that. So I'm glad the judge, at least in this case, told him, nah, you got to step down immediately. And that was their way to get him out of there because he didn't want to get all, you know, and they talking about he's a write-in. He's not going to win no election. There's no person I know that won being a write-in. Because people, let's call it what it is, most people are lazy when it comes to things like that. They're going to be like, no, you need to be on the ballot. He didn't even do what he needs to do to even be on the ballot. So why in the world do the people even go focus on voting for him? And for sure, you know, that is, let me see, Portland, that's Oregon. So yeah. Nah, that dude, he, you know, and he got that look too. You know that look I'm talking about? Look like he in the Proud Boys or Oath Keepers, all them kind of organizations. He got that look about him. For real. But these people got some nerve. They want to stay on the city council, even though they're being caught saying things. And because he openly admitted what he said. He had no issue saying that. So, yeah, this dude need to go, and rightfully so. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Maybe some of you brothers and sisters that live out in that area, you know, pay attention to that race that he's in. Like I said, I don't see him winning because just from what I've seen over time, write-in candidates don't win. But, yeah, this idiot got some nerve. He lost his city council position for being a freaking white supremacist.